Hi guys, welcome to another craft time with Miss Sarah. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this snowy tree craft. And you really only need a few materials to make this. As usual, you want to start with some newspaper to cover the surface where you're going to be working. You're going to want 3 pieces of paper for this. You're going to want a lighter background color. You're going to want a dark color to make your handprint tree. And you're going to want some white paper to make your snow. You're going to need a pencil to trace on your paper. You'll need a good pair of scissors, of course. You're going to need some paint. I happen to be using this white acrylic paint. You will need white paint or cream, any kind of eggshell type of really light color to kind of imitate snow. And then instead of a paintbrush, we're going to be using some bubble wrap. I love this stuff. If you don't have bubble wrap, you can use sponges maybe. If you have some sponges that you haven't used under the sink maybe. Sometimes people use sponges to clean their sink or their counters in the kitchen. So sometimes you can use sponges for this if you don't have bubble wrap. Okay? So that's kind of a good alternative. If you don't have plain construction paper in solid colors, you can use regular lined paper, but you are going to want to color the lined paper a background color, and then you will need a dark color for your tree. So this is what we're going to be putting together. I'm going to go ahead and let you gather up those materials, and then I'll see you in a few minutes and show you how to assemble this very easy and very fun snowy tree craft. All right, see you in a few. Hi guys, welcome back. So we're gonna get started with our craft here. We've got our blue background paper, and as you can see, the white paper that I've picked is just a little bit smaller than the blue. So because of that, I'm gonna need to turn my white paper long ways. So I'm not gonna use it this way, I'm gonna need to turn it this way. And what I'm gonna do is, with my scissors, I'm just gonna draw kind of or cut rather, a wavy line going all the way down. And it can look kind of however you want. I'm creating snow drifts, is what I'm trying to do. You know how when snow falls, it doesn't just fall flat. Sometimes you get kind of a little pile of it in one place. Okay, so you can see I've got my little snow drift there. I'm going to take my blue paper and I'm going to glue this at the bottom of my blue paper. So I'm going to get my glue, nice glue stick here, and put that across here. So if I didn't mention that you need a glue stick, you need a glue stick. Sorry about that. And we're going to put that there. Have that going across, and then we'll just press. It's always important when you use a glue stick to press really hard because you want to make sure that it grabs. Paper is a porous material, so you want to make sure it grabs. Now when you turn your paper over, you can see you have these tabs that kind of are the overhang of the white paper. So I'm just going to kind of grab my scissors and just kind of use the edge of the blue paper as sort of a guide. I'm just going to put the blade of the scissors sort of against that edge and just kind of use that as a guide. So you should now have something that looks like that. So you've got your main paper here. Now, I'm going to set all this aside. I need to do my tree, and I'm going to use my hand print for the tree. So I'm going to pull my sleeves up, and I'm going to use, because I'm right-handed, I'm going to be using my left hand for this. So what I'm going to do is try to get my arm going straight, and I'm going to spread out all my fingers really good. I'm going to take my pencil, and I'm going to put it right along my hand here. And I'm just going to trace out my hand. Now I'm using a pencil because the lead in the pencil actually shows up really shiny on black paper, so it's kind of easy to see. But if it is hard for you to see, you can use a white crayon. That works really well if you have a white crayon. Okay, so I got that handprint, you can kind of see that. And I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to cut that out. I'm just going to be really careful going around the fingers. Okay, so you can see I have my handprint there. Just gonna grab that, made a little mistake there. Okay, so you can see that you should have something that looks kind of like that, nice little handprint tree. Now this side has my pencil marking, so I'm gonna flip it over and I'm gonna use it this way so that the pencil part doesn't show up. And then for my tree, I'm gonna put it right here, like it's just kind of hanging out in the snow. It's got all that snow drifts around it and behind it. Put some glue on the handprint. And you don't want your fingers to hang over the top. And you want to put your tree kind of in the middle of your paper. And then remember to press. So it really, really grabs. All right. So you should have something that looks kind of like that. It kind of looks like a bare winter tree just hanging out there. And now comes the fun part. We have all of these snow drifts, and we're going to create those with our bubble wrap and our paint. So I'm going to shake it up really good. And then I'm going to go ahead and squeeze some out right here. Just going to squeeze it right there. Just kind of spread it out right on my newspaper. I put more than one layer of newspaper because I knew I was going to use this. Okay. So now I have my bubble wrap. And what I'm going to do with my bubble wrap, very carefully, I'm going to fold it in half actually because I got kind of a big piece. And I'm just going to very gently set it on there, and then I'm just going to blot it a little bit because I don't want so much. And then I'm going to take it and just start putting it on my paper. So you can see that as I'm doing that, I'm getting this really great pattern. Get some more. Actually, I'm going to pull from where I blotted because then it can get a little bit bigger patch there. See that? Get it on there, kind of all the way down. You can even put some on the white area. You're just going to want to fill it all in there. Let's see, I'll get some more right there. The main thing is that you just want the bubble part to show up. And it's just supposed to kind of look, you know, like snow is falling and you've got this blizzard kind of thing happening. So you can even go back over the spots that you already made and just kind of pick up a little bit more of that paint. Just kind of squish it all in there if you want. And then when you've got it kind of sort of the way you want, if you feel like you've got enough coverage, I like to make sure that I have it all the way to the edges. And I like for every part of the black to most of the black to have, if not a full outline, at least, you know, it kind of looks like it does on the paper, because then I feel like it just looks realistic. You've got all these snow fluffs falling. I really like the way that looks. That came out really good. And it looks like my tree is literally in a blizzard. I love that. I love that. And there's all kinds of effects that you can create with your bubble paper depending on how you do it. So you can see for this one and this one, they're very similar. And I just used the same thing for both of them. So this is the one I made the other day, and this is the one I made just now today. Isn't that awesome? All right. So thank you so much for joining me to make this fun snowy tree. It's very simple. As you can see, you just needed a few little materials, and I really, really appreciate you joining me for this one. I hope you guys will make your own snowy tree. Remember, you can use any kind of background color that you want. You can use any kind of tree color that you want. I happen to have black paper, but if you wanted to use brown, that would look great as well. So if you make one, please, please, please post it down below. I love seeing your crafts, all right? Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you next time with another fun activity. Bye!